Melee heavy attack in a nutshell is a huge burst of damage. The way it works is by taking its base heavy damage, which is already very high, and multiplying it with combo multiplier. It drains the entire combo counter you got so far, but what it delivers is beyond devastating for any level enemies. But instead of working for that combo and delivering big bursts every now and then, people have figured out a build that delivers a bit more timid bursts of damage, but it can be used time and time again. The trick is stat called Initial Combo. Corrupt Charge is a mod that adds to it and is a part of your everyday heavy attack build. What does it do? Each time you empty the combo counter when you use a heavy attack, it just replenishes it. Corrupt Charge alone raises the combo multiplier to 2x, meaning your heavy damage is doubled. Add Killing Blow to the mix and you get an insane multiplication of heavy attack damage. Those two mods work in tandem to help deal with big enemies, bosses, nemoliths, etc. Attack speed is lower than for your usual attacks, but one-shot potential is real. A really important part of the build is critical chance of the weapon and use of critical chance mods such as True Steel and Sacrificial Steel. Because of that X2 modifier on critical chance on heavy attacks, you can easily spam orange or even red crits over and over again. Aside from that, build should contain damage, elemental damage, and of course critical damage. Especially when you're leveling up crits to orange and red, extra critical damage always helps with that. Other thing to look out for when picking which one of your weapons you wanna build for heavy attacks is perks and bonuses on heavy attacks. See, some weapon classes force bleeding with heavy attacks, which is the best way to scale damage. So you can imagine that weapons that force that bleeding are on top of everything when it comes to heavy builds. Some of those weapons are Nikanas, two-handed Nikanas, sights, tonfas, claws, and there's a few more. In-game there's no actual info on which class forces it and which doesn't. You need to check Wikipedia for that. And way to do it is just search for the stance that you use and check for bonuses. Gunblades do not force bleeding on heavy attacks, but they deliver stupid high damage, so it's worth building some to have it. It's basically like a shotgun on steroids. And the build fits when your loadout is more focused on your firearms. Having a melee build for those heavy attacks is a good combo with it. Heavy attacks are likely the earliest ticket to obscene levels of damage, so earlier people hop onto that train, the easier their life becomes. Drawback of such build is that you're limiting your general use of the weapon. Corrupt Charge basically removes the option to play around combo. Having that and Killing Blow is two mods that don't affect regular attacks. So general use of the melee is affected. It can still be decent, but trade-off is worth it. Earliest when people start needing this high damage output is probably when they first meet Demoliths, but at that point it's unlikely they even have access to all these mods, but soon after that you can build for it. Sooner people get to build this, the sooner it becomes a cheese to deal with those heavy enemies. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe and comment to please the YouTube algorithm gods, and I'll see you in the next one.